is definitely probably one of the best weeks I've had this year, if not the best. After being suspended for my little 7 day suspension, ended up turning out being pretty great after our pretty good rebound post suspension. All thanks to this lot right here. As I mentioned last week or whatever week, I did not pay the full $300 for this. I got it for $250, and all in was $281 for 101 patches. And there's a lot of good stuff in here. I've sold a lot. A lot of the sales from this week are patches that came out of this lot. I wanted it for this Mercy flight that's in here. And then there was one other one, this Union Hill, Webster and Ontario. That as well were two things I kept out of here. Everything else was listed up, and I think this George Washington University right here, I think this will be a good one. I think that will go for some good money. But I don't want to take the risk of that getting flagged, so I plan on doing that on my other account. And there's just that one Canadian Sky Medical in there. And actually, that North Area ambulance right next to the Sky Medical, that was something I sold today. So you'll see a lot of these ones that are here are in the sales. So I got a lot of good stuff. And real quick, I just picked this cheap little grab bag, 75 assorted patches. Police, fire, sheriff, international, yay, all that crap. $60 free shipping, great deal. Obviously for 75. And if it's anything like what's here shown in this photo, this is a pretty good selection. It looks like a half decent selection. I mean, this FDNY one, I've never seen that one before with the bald eagle in the back. That's pretty badass looking. Chicago Police, I mean, that's $4.99. Atlanta, like $5.99. There's Oklahoma City. Those things are so damn common. I have so many of them. Those are not great, but so we'll have to see when that comes in. What I get in that little grab bag. Even though I still have 2 lots that I haven't even touched of things that I just got. A lot of all that Maryland stuff in there, and then that mixed lot of patches and crap I haven't touched. Well, the Maryland one, that's not true. I've gone through and taken photos of that. The other mixed bag of stuff I haven't even touched yet. It's just sitting over here in the corner. So, we're going to try and make this quick, because there's so many sales to get through. So, first, we got these 2 Riverview fire department patches, $5.99 each on those. Those both sold together to this same buyer. This Langlade County Roll Fire Control in Antigua, Wisconsin, sold that pretty quick in $8.99. I thought about putting it to auction. Ended up just listing as I buy it now to be done with it. $8.99 on that, so that's great. And that's a new thing. Asheville, North Carolina Police, $6.99, and nope, correction, sold out on offer for $6.29. The South Carolina EMT patch, as you can see, I've had it almost a year now. $7.99 on that one. I finally sold it. Like I said, I had it for almost a year. Had it for quite a long time. Next was Fairfield Engine 13, Ladder 13, $6.99 on that one. Next, Keyfield, Missouri Crash Rescue, $7.99 on that one. This, I want to say, was also something new. This was new. Oh yeah, South Carolina, $7.99. Okay. Looking at my cheat sheet of things that sold out on offer. This Hartford County, Maryland, Tech Rescue Team sold out on offer for $8.09, 10% off. Manchester Airport Crash Rescue sold $4.99 to a repeat buyer. He's bought from me a couple times and actually paid $1 more than the other current listing. Probably just partially because it's for me and it's fresh in the search category. In the category. Next, Green Island Fire Department over in Albany County sold out on offer $6.29. This Denver Fire Department sold for $7.99. I had this one for quite a bit back in kind of the end of April. Next is this Massachusetts EMT subdued patch. As you see, I have two of them. Sold it. This one for $6.99. Also sold the other one this week. Both of them came out of that new the new lot. This York City, Pennsylvania Police, $6.99 on that one. That came out of the Pennsylvania lot that I got. This one again, new one. I'm not going to tell you every time it's a new one. You can kind of compare notes. I'll probably tell you when it's not a new one. You can also tell by the start time, like the end of November. Anything that was listed from the end of November till now is probably part of the new stuff. New Berlin, Island Grove, Illinois, Fire Protection, and EMS services, $7.99 on that. A lot of these ones that just came out of that out of that, a lot of 100, a lot of them I listed at $7.99, $8.99. The average cost was $2.48, so it's a little on the high end. I paid up a little bit for that lot, but it was well worth it. Next is Kentucky EMS patch, sold out on offer for $6.29. Next, I sold this to myself. This Las Vegas Fire. The bottom of it's kind of missing, which is even if it wasn't, this is only a $3.99er anyways. But as you can see, but like I said, I sold it to myself for $2.99. I probably could have dropped it. Went in and changed it for the 99 cents. Sold it to my other store that I opened during the suspension to take the to start listing police patches on, to take the heat off of this primary account, so I don't get the 10-day suspension. So to take the heat off this account, I made another one, police one, and I had no feedback, so I wanted to get myself some feedback. So I bought for myself and then gave myself positive feedback. So I have at least some feedback, and it's not just zero. Even though anyone could take 2 seconds look and see that it's just for myself. It's not feedback from someone else. Next, Martinez, Georgia Fire Department, $5.99 on that one. I will take you over to the other account and show you what sold. Over there, I've had some sales on that account as well. Next is Ayer Fire Department. This is probably Ayer, Massachusetts. $4.99 on this one. I know I have another listing that is Ayer, Massachusetts. That's listed similarly at like $4 or $3.99. And this one sold separately. Next is North Carolina Critical Incident Response Unit. $7.99 on this one. I think I had this listed in the police category. I didn't quite know what to list it as. What category to put it in. Because it's, as you can see, it's not really, there's no specification of what, if it's police or fire critical incident, or whoever has the critical incident. Next is Kane County, Illinois Emergency Service. Emergency spelled wrong, because spell check didn't work. $5.99 on that one. Next is this O'Hare Township, Parkview Volunteer Fire Department in Pennsylvania, $6.99. That one. Come on. Ooh, this. Alright, so next we have this Novation Launchpad Mini MK3 Grid Controller. It's for like stream controls. I really don't. I don't quite understand what this is. And I don't have any cords or anything for it. So as you can see, I listed it for parts or repair. You know, and put the, I have no idea what I'm looking at, pretty much. And then if you know what you're doing, this could be for you. And make it sure it's nice and bold, you know, parts or repair, no returns, all that. Make sure returns are not on. This got, this sold Saturday when I was going through some of the stuff I got out of the trash that needed to be listed. Like this, if you look up this Novation Launchpad Mini, if I knew what it was, if I knew if it worked, had the cords for it and all that, it had everything for it, it's worth, I want to say about $70. But there wasn't really many for parts, because it's not something really you kind of list for parts. But I knew with it being worth $70, it worked fine. I can throw it up there for parts, and someone will buy it. This sold within a couple hours, for $25 plus 10 shipping. I figured $35 was fair. Still a little bit of room in there if someone wanted to flip it, or if they were just going to keep it for themselves. So I did send out an offer on this, and they didn't they didn't accept it in time before this other guy came in and bought it. So that I don't remember what it ended up coming out to be. I'd have to look. I made, I don't know, 10, 15 bucks off that. And there was a couple other things that I listed to that came out of the trash that hopefully will sell sometime this century. Next we have this Upton, Massachusetts Fire Department. $5.99 on that one. Next is this Cannon Beach Fire and Rescue in Oregon. $5.99 on that one. This sold, I think, with this Upton one? Something sold together. One of these, I know, this Cannon Beach one sold with something else. Oh, two cars trying to talk on the air. Next we have Athens County, Ohio. Pretty sure it was Ohio at least. Communications, 911, so sheriff, fire, EMS, and police. $6.99 on that one. Next is this Lakes of Four Season Fire Force, EMS, which is in Indiana. Sold out on offer of $7.19 to a very repeat buyer. Next is this Akron Middlefield University Hospitals, Medevac. This had the hook and loop, the Velcro back. $6.99 on that one. Next is this NYPD Auxiliary Patrol Support Unit. $9.99 on this one. Pretty cool one that I have not a regular thing you see. This came out of that Pennsylvania lot. Next is this FDNY. Not even $5.99. Sold out on offer $5.39. And as you see, I've had it since October, which is very odd. They usually are pretty quick movers. Maybe with the photo, if I would have zoomed it in a little more and taken out some of that background like I normally do, maybe it would have sold faster. But that's very unusual for that to take this long. Next is this Prince George County Fire. As you can see, I got two of them. Sold one for $7.99. I did send out an offer on this earlier today, and I think I can send out an offer again. So maybe with a little bit of luck, we'll get the other one sold as well. Next is this College Park, Maryland, Branchville Volunteers Engine 11. $6.99 on that one with the $1.25 enhanced shipping. Yeah, because back then I didn't have it. I don't have the system like I do now. And this sold with something else. With this Prince George County? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this Prince George County and these two, because they're both Maryland, so they'll sold together. There's the other Massachusetts EMT Subdued. $6.99 on that one. We can kind of fast forward through that. Next, Central Pierce, Washington Fire District. $3.99 on that one. Next is the Washington, D.C. Police. Sold out on offer for $5.09. I got a couple other ones of this other D.C. from the one of the other lots that I just picked up, that 150 lot. Next is McCormick Ambulance, West Hollywood, Forum 18. We got you covered. I tried doing research on this. I couldn't get anything really on this. I can find McCormick Ambulance, which runs in LA, but nothing really with this West Hollywood and the 18. So I kind of just slapped all those keywords, everything that's written on there into the title, and still sold $6.99 pretty much right away. So whoever got this knew what they were looking at, and I didn't know what I was looking at. Which does happen with patches, as you'll get ones that you can't figure it out, but someone who needs it or for their collection or knows that company or whatever knows that that's something they need. Next is Elmwood Park, New Jersey, Volunteer Ambulance Corps and Corps. Now closed. $7.99 on that one. While I was doing research, I noticed that this did close a couple years ago. It ended up closing due to just extreme lack of volunteers. They couldn't get enough volunteer personnel, so they ended up closing. So they ended up closing it. Next, we got Cole County, Oklahoma Search and Rescue Team. Patch $7.99 on that one. Next, we have this Lafayette Parish Sheriff, which doesn't tell you the price for some weird reason. Sold out on offer for $6.29. eBay's being stupid, and it's not showing you the price. Being a weird little glitch. Next was this U.S. Marshals. U.S. Marshals Yankee Southern District. Surprised eBay didn't flag me for this. The federal stuff they love racking me up on. So $5.99 on that one. Next was this Cleveland, Ohio Industrial Arson Units. $5.99 on that one. And the lot that this came out of, I've actually almost sold almost everything that was in it. I think there's only like one or two left out of that lot, which is great. So, next, moving on to this Maryland Department of Corrections. $7.99 on this one. Sorry, there's shots fired in Buffalo. Trying to pay attention to. Oh, and now we might have an actual shooting. Or maybe not. Something else. Two complete different parts of town. Vic on Clinton Street, and the shots fired is on Thompson, which is in Riverside. Oh, it is a confirmed shooting. Or maybe, no, this Thompson might be... Oh, got a cap in the ass. Oh boy, that's actually not the first time someone's been shot, gotten a cap in their ass in Buffalo. I've heard it, I want to say, at least 3 other times. In Buffalo alone. Not uncommon, that's for sure. Next we have this Emory University, which is in Atlanta, Georgia, which I spelled Atlanta wrong. Wonderful. Georgia's not spelled right either. Oh boy. $7.99 on that one. Alright, we're going to pause this real quick while I cover this shooting. That little shooting. The shots fired call was connected. I thought they were saying Thompson, which is a street in the Black Rock neighborhood of Buffalo. No, they were saying Thomas, from where the victim was found at Clinton and Fillmore. It's like a block and a half, 2 blocks away. So, cap in the ass will live to see another day. Where were we? This Emory University, MS, yes. Atlanta and Georgia, both of which are spelled wrong. Shows how much I was paying attention once again. $7.99 on that one. Next, Fayette County, Tennessee Tech Rescue Team. This sold out on offer $7.19. These two things, Butts County, Georgia Fire Department, $5.99 on that one. And this Campton, Thornton, New Hampshire Fire Department sold together the same buyer, $6.99 on this one. $1.25 shipping. That was just not paying attention. I did refund the buyer this $1.25. And this went to Campton, New Jersey. Just sent that out today. And this, I'm pretty sure, yes, is the last thing for now. There was one other thing that's sold while I was recording this. I will that'll be the start for next week. Next we have this North Area Volunteer Ambulance Corps, and over in Syracuse, $8.99 on that, and it's going over to Syracuse. Next thing I wanted to bring up, I had a huge set of sales this week, or just one huge order that just came in today. So I was going through my active listings, not like I normally do, looking at them to see what I can send offers out on. I seen I had like 20-something things to send out offers on, so I sent out offers either at 10 or 15%. Probably should have been 20% on, because a couple of those I've been around long enough for I will do 20% off on. The other ones were 10% off on. So, starting off pretty much all of the same, and then I just kept seeing the notification, buyers accepted, the offer. So it pretty much started with this Avery County, North Carolina Rescue Squad. This was bought separately and paid for. And I had it packed up, ready to go out. Then they bought something. There was an offer on something else that they accepted. So I held off sending it out. And then those two things were yesterday. And then today is when the rest of these offers were all sent out and accepted. And this ended up being a $95 order. Oh, plus this, which was $7.19, so over $100 order. So that's why this is the best week that I've ever had, was right here. $100 going to one person. And I took a quick look at my active listings. Here's the video I was watching. I have 12 more offers I can send out. So so maybe this will get me some nice other sales. I probably will hold off till maybe the morning to pack up that order in case some of these are going to the same person. So we'll send these out live right now. 10% off. Let's see. Oh, there's another 7 things, or is it just playing games with me? 219, as you see, I got okay, yeah, 26. I got 2 auctions that are ending soon. Ending I think tomorrow. 2 things at $8.99 that could have just been listed as buy it now and been done. So back to this. These are in no particular order. These are just, and I didn't go through each individual one of these to see what the actual number is. I can just tell you off the top of my head that, like, this was 10% off, this was 10% off, 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%. Oh, this was the other thing that sold. This was the other thing that sold with the Avery County that kicked this whole thing off. 10%, 10%, 10% question mark, 10% question mark, 10%. This was 15%, 15%, 10%. I'm pretty sure, 10. And they bought the Sullivan County thing twice. That's not a mistake. They did buy it twice. Two different lots it came out of. So, like I said, in no particular order, those were in. But all in, ended up being over $100 for all those. And I did $6 shipping. The total there was 16 things. So the shipping was when I went to correct the invoice to send it out, it was $16. So it was 16 things, not including this. Which, when I'm looking at this, doesn't even look right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. No, it's right. So 17 things, like I said, over $100. I will be getting that packed up, sending that out, and I'm going to get signature confirmation on that, on it, because it's such a high dollar amount. I want signature confirmation. The only other time I had anything over $100 was the one Detroit Fire. Was the one Detroit Fire one that went for auction for over $100. I also did signature confirmation on that as well. So next thing is we're gonna go switch over to the other account. Yep, we'll switch over to the other account and go over the things that sold on this account. And starting off with this, I want to say, for police and fire patches, this patchgallery.com and then the search feature, great tool for looking up police and fire patches, so you can get an idea of so you can get your state out of it. Sometimes it doesn't have everything, and sometimes it will have the patch, but it doesn't have a state listed, so that's not helpful. So then it's not helpful, and you have to Google search it anyways. So starting off, first thing I sold was this Illinois State Police, $5.99. These next 2 things sold together. This Oregon State and this Vermont State Police. These 2 sold together. I sent out offers on these 2, and the buyer counter-offered me, which I've never had that happen before. I think usually I have it turned off. I don't have it turned on. They counter-offered me $3.50 for this Oregon and $4 for this Vermont State. I took it, not a big deal. And the buyer paid next day, sold and sent it out. Next is Pennsylvania State Trooper. This was part of that new lot of 150 things. And I do have a stack of Pennsylvania State Troopers from that Pennsylvania lot. There was a stack of them. So there's that. Next was Glendale, Arizona Police, $5.99 on that one. Next was New Orleans Police, $5.99 on this. And this one, The buyer actually bought the Washington D.C. one. He bought that from the other account, and I sent them together. And I sent the guy a message too that I was sending it out together in the same envelope, and that he bought it from my other store, so we could see they were connected. Because see, with this one, the actual store name is Western New York Police Patch, where the eBay account name is that one. On the other one, it's just the store account, the Western New York Patches. So, next is Delmarva Wildlife Control. I'm pretty sure it's a company in Maryland. It's not an actual city animal control or anything like that. I'm pretty sure it's a company, but sold right away for $6.99. Next is this Edgewater, Florida Hospitality City, $6.99 in this. That's again sold instantly. Probably should have listed it for more. And then the last thing, again sold instantly, was this Texas Department of Public Safety Crime Laboratory Division, and I have that right next to me. I need to get pull the address and get that sent out. Get it written out on the envelope. So that was good. A couple of things that sold instantly. When I say sold instantly, I'm talking within like an hour. I'm talking like 2 hours or less is when I say instantly. So that is it for this week. Crazy week of sales, thanks to primarily to that lot, which I do still have a little bit of stuff left from that 100 EMS stuff. There's still probably, I want to say there's probably still another week's worth of listings. There's a good bit of them that I want to put to auction and see what happens with those once this other auction ends, and there's probably another 2 or 3 days of things, of actual listings to be made out of that. So that's gonna be a great week, or a great way to end this to end the year with lots and lots of sales, ranking in all the dough right at the end of the year to give to Uncle Sam here in the next couple months. So that is it for this week, and I will see you guys next week.